my name is Mina and today I'm going to show you my May and June wrap up. Now, sorry if I've been MIA, but I want to say that I did film a May wrap up, but in June I was busy, and especially in the first week and a half I was busy with the final project and final assignments, so I've been late with editing the video, and when I did it was already late, mainly because I was lazy and summer vacation started, so I didn't feel like editing. So that's been said, let's begin. For me, I did read 9 books. 2 of them I read while I was in the bookstore, and 2 I actually DNF'd. So let's begin. The first book I have read in May is The Darkest Part in the Forest by Holly Black. Now, this book came out earlier this year, I believe in January, and in BookTube I have seen people actually read it and enjoy it, but for me I didn't actually enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it as much as they did, and I didn't actually love it. For me it was more like a 3 out of 5 stars, maybe 2.9. It was good, but it wasn't that amazing book for me, so I apologize if you love it. And the reason is that the pacing of the book was so fast for me. The story, if you don't know, the story is about a village that believe in fairies, like mythical stories, and near them is a forest. In that forest there's a glass coffin. Inside is a prince, they call him a prince, who has horns. And everyone believe, how can I say it? They don't know when that boy was in the coffin. They just know that he's been in the coffin for so long, for many years, and their parents and their parents. And there is one girl, I forgot her name, Hazel, who make up stories, but she actually believed that Prince is going to wake up alongside with her brother Ben, and one day something happens and the glass coffin is shattered and the prince is awake. That's all I'm going to say without spoiling it. The book was okay, but it was fast-paced. I really hoped that the book was a little bit longer. Maybe I would enjoy it. It was good, but everything was so rushed up. So I didn't feel enjoyed as everyone else, but it was good. Maybe if I reread it in the future, I might actually like it. So yeah. Also, I want to just say that this is my first book of Holly Black, but I think I will actually read more of her. Especially, I want to pick up The Coldest Girl in Cold Town. I want to see how that is. And maybe other of her writing, so yeah. The next book I have read is The Chronicles of Narnia, The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis. Now, I have picked this one, picked it up in the order that the writer wanted it. Not like the first book, The Witch in the Wardrobe, and the Lion, the Witch in the Wardrobe, but The Magician's Nephew. I actually enjoyed it, but not to the point I actually loved it. It wasn't okay. In the first half of the book, it was kind of not slow paced, but it was steady. It was okay. But in my head, I was okay, I'm going to give it 3 stars. But it wasn't until the second half, when Aslan showed up, that okay, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. But I actually enjoyed it. So yeah. The next 2 books are manga. They are the first and the second book in the Infernal trilogy by Cassandra, Clare. Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Prince, the graphic novel, the manga I actually enjoyed it. While reading it, I remembered the first time reading the trilogy, the Infernal Devices, I really wanted to reread it again. And I don't know, I don't remember how much I give it, rating, maybe 3.5 stars. But it wasn't 5 as the books. It was okay, but I preferred the books much better, although I really love manga. And maybe I didn't enjoy it as much because how can I say, how they're being pictured, like Jem and Will. They weren't as I pictured them in my head. I pictured them more like in the cover of the book. But I really did enjoy it. So if you love the book, the trilogy, I mean, yeah, you'll enjoy it. It will be fun read. So yeah. Next, the first book in his Darkest Materials trilogy by Philip Pullman. The first book is The Golden Compass. Now, I did watch the movie so many times. I really like it, but the book wasn't there for me. It was okay. Sometimes I felt like it was really slow. I think I gave it 3 stars, but it was okay, like, to finish it. And if you don't know, the book is about this other dimension, like an other world, similar to ours, that they're not like advanced in technology, but they have their own technology. I think you watched the movie. I think you read the book. And how can I say it? I don't know how to explain it. I'm so sorry. Now, the next 2 books I have read while in the bookstore, one of them is Very Good Lies by J.K.Rowling. Now, this is an inspiration. This is a speech he gave in Harvard University in 2008. It's really a great book. You should definitely read it. If you love Neil Gaiman's Make Good Art, you will love this one. It was really amazing. I recommend them both. It's just like, I don't know how to say it. You feel connected with the author. It's like you see them having their own experience put out in the book, so that's really great. Just read it. If you're a fan of Neil Gaiman, if you're a fan of J.K. Rowling, just read the book. You'll love it. And the other book is also by Neil Gaiman. It is called Odd and the Frost Giant. It's kind of like a funny book, but not funny. It's more about a young boy called Odd who lives in a village, and one day he encountered the Norse god Loki, Thor, and Odin, and he has an adventure with them. So it's really like fun book. You read it, you'll enjoy it. And the 2 books I have DNF'd in May. One of them is The Vampire Diaries, the bind up of the awakening and the struggle, the book 1 and 2. I didn't enjoy this book. Like, I didn't like it. I didn't even finish the first book, and the reason is I love the TV show so much. I have rewatched the season maybe 2-3 times. Like, I didn't come until the 5th season, so yeah. But I will reach up to there. I didn't like Elena in the book. I love Elena in the TV show. I love everything in the TV show, but the book, I didn't connect with it. I mean, I'm sorry if you're a fan of the book, but I mean a lot. Who goes to Paris in a shopping trip after their parent dies? Both of them. Seriously? I mean, does that make any sense? And in the book it was mentioned that Stefan is short. No, he's not. I don't know what to say. I didn't even enjoy the book. The story of the book is that, why did I pick this one up? When I was in high school, I picked The Vampire Diaries, but it was the 3rd and the 4th book. I didn't know until earlier this year. So I'm like, okay, I don't have the 1st and the 2nd, how can I read it? So I ended up buying this one, because I want to see how it's different between the book and the TV show, especially Sarah Twilight. Yeah, I prefer the movie a lot. I prefer the movie any day over the books, but I didn't enjoy the books. If you're a fan, I apologize, but I didn't enjoy it one bit. I'm sorry. The second book I have DNF'd in May is Rome, The Emperor's Spy, the first book in the Rome series. I think it's by M.C. Scott. Now, this book I picked it up I don't think in May, maybe earlier this year, and I love history. like especially like in Roman history and everything. But I don't know why this one wasn't for me. Like I got bored. Like I didn't even reach half of it. Maybe 20% of it. It wasn't that book for me, so I apologize. If you're a fan of the book, I'm really sorry. Now that's all for my May wrap up. Now let's go for my June wrap up. First book I have finished in June is Neil Gaiman's Stardust. Now I did watch the movie. I know. I really love it. I rewatched it so many times, and I was really excited to pick the book up. And I think I gave it 4 or 3.5. I enjoyed it, but not as much as the movie. If you don't know about the book, it's a story about a boy called Tristan Thorn, who lives in a village called The Wall, who goes to the wall, like there's a wall, to the wall, their place, and he has an adventure, like to seek out something. I think you watched the movie, right? And he finds out who he is. He has an adventure with someone, and just a spoiler, I'm sorry, but I was really disappointed because my favorite character aside from Tristan is Captain Shakespeare, and he wasn't in the book. I was like sad, like why? But Neil Gaiman, the author, he mentioned it after the book, like I think in the acknowledgement section, that he said that I know so many people are a fan of Captain Shakespeare, but he's not in the book. So, but I really enjoyed this book. So yeah. The next book I have finished in June is Thebes at War by Naguib Mahfouz. In Arabic it's called Kifah Tiba. I did enjoy it. I want to say, like, I love history, and one of my first read while I've been into reading was Egyptian mythology, like about pharaohs and Egyptology. That's really something I really like. And I've been, especially in Arabic, that's when I first read book. I've been into books, and I like the names of the old places in Egypt and the name of the pharaoh, the gods. When they've been written, I understood that this is the name of a place, the god, the pharaoh. But in here, it's like all together. You can't. When you read them, you think, okay, what's this word I'm reading? Like even now, the book is about that. After that, like the 12th or the 13th family. I mean, battle between the hexes and the pharaohs. Let's just say the story didn't stick in my mind. I didn't enjoy it that much, even though I enjoy some books about like ancient pharaohs, but I don't enjoy this book. So if you're a fan, I'm sorry. Another book is not actually a book, it's more of a booklet. Like this one is called in Arabic Nadra Ibra. It's translated to like a look. It's more of a thought, like it has some kind of quotes. One of them in Arabic. أضف إلى عقلك عقولا زد على فهمك أفهاما واجعل إلى خير جليس دوما, meaning that add minds to your mind, add knowledge, like understanding to your understanding, and sit near someone who's a good companion. So it's all like good quotes. So another book that I've enjoyed in June is The Archive by Victoria Schwab, or V.E. Schwab, the first book in the Archive series. Now, I think it's trilogy, I really did enjoy it. Like, it took me a while to get into it. Maybe after 120 pages or 150 that I really did get into it. Now, the book is about a young girl called, wait, I forgot the name, Mackenzie, and she's a keeper, and where she lives, like in the story, dead people or ghosts are shelved in a library. Now, when I first heard like the synopsis, my imagination about how they've been shelved, I mean the ghost, more of like they're put in jars, like this their spirit in jars. But when I have read it, it was something else, which I'm really like surprised. It's really great. The writing style is like, I think you get a while to get used to it, because this is my first Victoria Schwab book. I really did enjoy them, so I really hope to pick up the second book. And I don't remember how many stars I gave, maybe 4, I think. I believe 4. But I really did enjoy the book. And funny thing, whenever I saw the book like on YouTube, I didn't see the face. I just saw something blurry like a jar. Even when I bought the book, I didn't like, how can I say, I didn't like focus on how the graphic, like how it's been, how it is like here. Sorry about that. But it wasn't until later that I'm almost going to finish reading the book. I'm like, oh, there's a face. So yeah, I didn't notice until the end. But I really did enjoy this book. So yeah. So this one is like more my favorite of June. Now, the worst book I have read in June, it's an Arabic book. It's not because it's Arabic. It's in Arabic, ملاحم وأساطير خالدة, الإلياذة والأوديسا. It's the Iliad and Odysseus, but it's in translation. I love myth, especially like Greek mythology. I really love it. Now, I really hate this book. I know hate is a really strong word. I'm gonna put it with dislike, like a million line under dislike. I kept complaining to my best friend, don't read the book in Arabic. Don't read a book that's been translated by this person. I had I had a lot of issues about it. As I mentioned about the Naguib Mahfouz, the Thebes at War, I also read like about Greek mythology in Arabic, but also I understand how it's written, the story behind it. So most of the stories here I already know, but the thing is, how it's been translated. Translate is so bad. Like, I didn't study translation. I took up 2 courses, like in my college, where like you written an article in English, you translate it to Arabic, that's it. But I didn't study a full course about translation, just a small subject. I thought I might try way better than this. And one person in Goodreads, for a reviewer for this book, said that he took all the translation from Wikipedia, Google Translate, and other blogs. I don't think he was lying, because to be honest, I have found so many spelling mistakes. It's ridiculous. Like for me, like my first language is Arabic, so we're reading something translated that has so many mistakes. It's insulting. Yes, I know people are not perfect, but we're the editor, we're the translator, the one who translates the book. Like, where the whole process before printing the book, where are they? Like, it's so bad. Also, this is something funny. In the last 2 chapters, it's been copied and pasted. Like, 2 stories were mentioned in another chapter, then they're being copied and pasted to another chapter. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. There were so many times while reading this book, I just want to throw it across the room, rip it apart, burn it. Like, I don't believe it. Even when my friend came over, she said, it's really been amazing that you actually finished the book. I don't know what kept me going, but the book was so bad. Like, as I mentioned, I really love Greek mythology, and I kept wishing if I read it in English, it would be so much better for my mentality. So I didn't even know why I didn't DNF it, like, oh my god. Also, to be honest, because of this, I kept thinking I'm about to unhold my Arabic books, and the reason is, most of them aren't translated, like, the next book, I think it's the first weird book I have read in June or in my life, and that is The Strange Library by Haruki Murakami. It's weird, but I really did enjoy it. How can I say it? The story is about a young boy who goes to the library to borrow some books, and something happened. That's the only thing I'm going to say, because I think it's best if you go it blind. Like, the only thing that's been written at the back, all I did was go to the library to borrow some books. So, yeah. I really did enjoy it. I gave it 4.5 stars. That's what I'm going to say, so definitely read it. Oh yeah, I think in June I have read 6 books. So that's all for my June wrap up. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really am sorry like it's been up late, but I really hope that for the next few months, like the next coming month, I'm going to put it on time. So yeah, please comment down below what you think about the books I have read, and what did you read in May and June. I know it's late, but yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!